querida, en la tierra en que nací, mi vida, mi amor te nací.
A few months ago, I joined a local group here, Sinlaw Voices, creative writing. I find it very interesting to hear what other people are doing as far as writing goes. The local college here, LSUA, had a contest about the same time that I joined the group. It was a fast fiction contest, 1,500 words maximum, and at the end it needed a surprise ending, something that you would not have expected. So I did two stories. The Red Dress, which takes place in Argentina, and then Borderline, which takes place in Southern California, Calexico, Mexicali, El Centro, and the mountains between San Diego and the Imperial Valley. So I wrote the story, and now I've decided I'm going to try to put it to a video. The way the video works is you read the story, 6 pages, and at the end of that there's some clips and still photos of where the story took place at. Now, the story is about a sailor who is stationed in the Philippines and transfers to the Naval Air Facility El Centro, and that's down at the southern part of the state. That was me. And so the story has fiction, but the story also has nonfiction. And the nonfiction part is at the end of my video, where you can see the base, you can see different locations where the story took place. I like to put my experiences into my stories, right? So, even though it's fiction, there's still truth in it. And I'm not going to tell you what part is truth and what part is fiction. I leave that up to you. So, the way it works is you read the page. I think it's about 20 seconds, each page. But down at the bottom of your screen, you can hit the pause button, read the page, and then play until it goes to the next page. Then you pause it again. There's only 6 pages. When you complete the last page, just let it play. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy the little story, and I hope showing you where the story takes place at adds to the story. Thank you.
Se marchitó sin florecer. ¿Por qué llora el cielo? La lluvia cae sobre las lisinas y me parece que vuelvo a ver en cada gota lágrima muy fina que que llora el cielo por tu querer. Amor, 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 porque la flor de aquel querer. Amor, 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 se marchitó sin florecer. ¿Por qué llora el cielo sobre las glicinas? ¿Por qué en el recuerdo y vivo por ti? Y el agua castiga las frágiles flores, igual que la vida me castigó a mí.
Amándote, soy de ti, por eso adiós, te llevo muy dentro de mí, de allá. Bien sabes que no soy para ti. Adiós, mi amor, eres tú. Por siempre eres tú. La vida tengas todo lo soñado, dicha y paz, te mereces todo para ser feliz, pero sobre todo te deseo amor. serás tú.
It was a nice drive, and the weather was good most of the way. Had the top open with old rock and roll music playing. I planned a trip to Oregon and Northern California with 2 stops, one in Yuma, Arizona to visit the territorial prison, and the other Calexico, a Southern California border town. Calexico is a significant place in my story of the borderline. I arrived at Yuma the night before, stayed at the Motel 6. Had a nice time visiting the prison. It was my second visit in 50 years. There's lots of local history to read, short stories about the people incarcerated there. Just all around a good place to. This is a highway that leads from the little town of El Centro, California, out to the Naval Airfield. It's farming pretty much throughout this area here. El Centro, Imperial, Hopeville, and so forth. We're going to make a right-hand turn, and this is take us down to the base. Yeah, lots of memories. Drove up and down this road many times. We'll stop up here at the main gate. I'll present my ID card to them. They'll ask me, how are you? You know, typical questions. The base really, I'm telling you, it has not changed. Not significantly. Not significantly. They have the aircraft display on the right. When I was there, I'm pretty sure it was the F-4 was the main aircraft. I think it might have been the only one. But they've added a few aircraft displays, you know, as you go along. Like the palm trees and the trees. Yeah. Same as it was so many years ago. Base housing off on the left. Sometimes in the evening I would, you know, walk down through here, get some exercise, and just enjoy a summer walk. On the right, that building is the exchange. It also has a theater there, and the commissary is located in the same area. You see a building off to the right again. That's the admin building. That's where I worked back in 1970, 72. Locked away in a little room back there. One-way window. I could look out and see who's there. People could not look in. The building off to the left is was sick bay when I was there. We'll come around the circle. At one time there was an enlisted men's club down here. I'm not positive, but they may have converted that building into the housing office where you have the guest housing. This here is the place where I'll be staying. I'm on the other side of it. F-4 Phantom. This is the aircraft that I'm familiar with. The Navy primarily had F-4s in Vietnam, flying combat missions. I remember many times hearing the national anthem played and taps being played. Very, very moving, very emotional. That night, Sam would have driven his car from the naval base down to Calexico. He would have parked the car near the Hotel Rianza, walked over to where you see the arches. There's a sidewalk underneath. He would have taken that sidewalk all the way around to the back of the hotel. In the back of the hotel, there's a large door. He would have opened the door and walked inside. He would have come into a huge room. There may have been a few people in there. I don't really recall. Sometimes there's people in there, sometimes there's not. From there, he would have gone over to the stairs. He would have taken the stairs up to the second floor. On the second floor is where he would have met that young girl. She would have told him about where she had been. This road here leads to and from Calexico up into the mountains. It looks very different than it did that night. It's been improved. Back then it was really almost a secondary road. But we're going to come up here and we're going to make a left-hand turn. And we're going to go out to the desert. Strange as it sounds, I had no problem finding this road. Yeah. And you know, you look out there and nothing but rocks and dirt and some bushes out there. You get out there and you wait, and that's pretty much the way it was. Just get out there and wait around. At this point, I would have had I would have picked him up. You're looking at the mountains, which is Mexico. That's Mexico in front of us there, so we're not that far from the border. But I thought it was important to show you that. That squiggly line up at the top, that's a dirt road. Some things I don't really recall. I don't recall that tower, but it could have been. Could have been there. But the road is really bumpy. You know, this road is actually a historical road. A Spaniard took this road when he was traveling out through California. I think is the way the story goes. But yeah, that's Mexico there. We're going to get down to the paved road, and we're going to head towards the mountains. Again, you know, 50 years has gone by. Roads have been improved. This road looks about the same. We're going to be coming up on a small little, I wouldn't even call it a town, it's just a collection of houses out there. Ni se mata una ilusión con un cuchillo.
It has changed. You can see the fence there. They fenced off a lot of this. This road, I'm pretty sure it was a dirt road. And it just, you know, I hate to use the word meander, but it just went this way and that way, you know, and it led up to the mountain. You can see some dirt road. That might have been part of it, or maybe that one there. I'm going to park here. And the reason I'm parking is I got out of the car and I walked out there in the bush hoping to maybe get a glimpse of something that I could recognize. I couldn't go too far. It's fenced off.
Eres mi todo y luz mi vida. Si tú me dejas, no sé vivir. Alumbra siempre con tus miradas este amor que siento por